everyone, welcome back to my channel, Megzy Beauty. I do hair and makeup tutorials, and today I'm going to be teaching you my current brow routine. If this is not your first time at my channel, thank you for coming back, and I hope you are subscribed. And if this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming. I'm just going to go over the products I'm going to use first. I am doing my brows at the routine that I would usually do them. I prime my face with my Maybelline face primer, put my Maybelline 24-hour full coverage foundation on, then use my Shape Tape concealer and set my face with my Maybelline Fit Me setting powder, and now I would typically go into my brows. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I have been using the Milani Soft Brown Stay Put Brow Color, and the soft brown is the color that I am in. I really like this brow pot because it's cheap. This Milani brow pot, it's definitely a cheaper way to do your brows. I've heard the e.l.f. ones are really good too, but I also heard the e.l.f. ones wear really fast, like they fall off really fast. And I think the e.l.f. ones are a little cheaper, but if you want more of a long wear, this Milani one is awesome because you literally don't even need to put brow gel in your brows after, because the formula of this, it makes your eyebrows stiff but not hard. Like, it's a really good consistency it leaves at, and this is an all day long wear brow pot. It does come with this thing that comes with the applicator for the brows, which works well, and it did come with a spoolie on the other end, but my spoolie fell off and it is literally nowhere to be found. So I've just been using my Anastasia spoolie, but this does come with a spoolie and it worked just as well as this one. The spoolie was a little bigger, but it worked just fine. This is a cheaper product, so I mean, an end falling off, it wasn't that big of a deal because it was still usable. Like, I was still using it, I just misplaced it because it was such a tiny piece, and I go places all the time and I'm always bringing my makeup with me, so losing that little piece, I was just like, whatever. So I think this is going to be a voiceover video just so I can really concentrate on doing my brow exactly how I do it, and then I'll explain it in the voiceover, so that's why you might feel a little disconnected from me because it'll probably literally just be like right here. So let's get into this. Picking up my spoolie, I brush my brows upward because I always start at the bottom of my brow and I like to have that fresh, clean line, so it doesn't really matter if hairs are sticking up on the top because I start from the bottom. I have a really specific place where I like to start doing my brow. I start by making a mark right where my brows start growing from sideways to upward. And then I pull that line the whole way across the bottom of my brows that grow upward. And I think this just kind of blends my brow together so much better. This little trick I do just pulls my whole brow together. And then I just take that line and swipe it the whole way under my brow line, whatever type of brow line you want to do. If you want to do a little overline, I usually don't under my brow. And this piece that they give you is super nice for just making a quick swipe on that bottom line. And then I take the tip of this brush and I put product on it and kind of make some fake upward hairs. So I'm making these hairs a little dark in this video, as you can see, but don't worry, that is all fixed at the end. This is just really adding some good definition to my brow. Right where that little section of fake brows I just made ends on the top, I start creating the upper line of my brow. And as you can see, I overline a little bit there because the shape of my brow is a little bald right there, like I don't grow any hair there. So I kind of overline a little bit and I just lightly fill in the end of my brow. And then I use the tip of it like I used to create those brows on the front and kind of create my tail just in like a light swiping motion, just like that. Okay, so then I take my spoolie and I start brushing out my hairs. So the big key to this step is to not really touch that outer line you just created. Just brush out those raw brows on the inside of the line. Don't mess up that nice edge you just made. Then taking the very end of the whiz and lightly just pricking over those really harsh spots of the outer line. So I use the very tip of the brow wiz or the spoolie or whatever it is, because just doing the very end of it doesn't smudge that outer line. But if you use your whole spoolie, it kind of rubs the product across your face and you'd have to end up using concealer to touch it up.
but just using the end of it makes it so it's super crisp and you almost can be detailed about it. So then I am just kind of lightly filling in the inside of my brow, you know, self-explanatory. The outer edge is the worst part, and then just taking that tip again and lightly going over all the dark spots. Again, I don't like using the full spoolie whenever I have product in my brow because I feel like it almost messes it up and forces you to use concealer when you don't have to.
Okay guys, so that is my brow routine. Why I really like this brow routine is because the trick that I use about not like brushing out your eyebrow flat, more of using the tip of the wand, it makes it so you don't have to do a concealer outline on your brow, because a lot of other brow routines you watch, after they're done doing their brow, then they have to take the extra step to put concealer around their brows, and I know not everybody has time for that. I definitely do put concealer around my brows some days, like especially when I mess up my brows and stuff like that, but I really like this brow pot and this technique of doing it because the concealer around the brows are not necessary. As I said as well, I don't think it's necessary to put brow gel in your brows either, because my brows stay like this all day whenever I use this brow pot. I think it's super cool. So weird, like feeling my brows right now, they're not stiff, like not clumpy stiff, but just like firm. They feel like very set in place. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you guys want to see more basic techniques like this, just instead of makeup looks, let me know down in the comments. Lip liner routine, lip routine, mascara routine, anything routine, just let me know. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.